So, hey there. Welcome to our first edition of Tech Bites. Hey, so today it's all about how can we be organized and efficient as we get started with our year. So, hopefully this will be useful for you. So, one of the things that is really useful right now is that we have these Google accounts. And the reason why that is so useful is because now that we have these Google accounts, they go with us with our information. So, all the information that we save, that we, if any way in which we personalize our account, goes with us wherever we go, whichever device we use. So if I'm using my Chromebook or my laptop, as long as I'm logged in into my Chrome account, I will have all the tools that I need in order to do my job. So in thinking about that and understanding how bookmarks work, you can really make them work for you in order to keep the things that you need handy right at the tip of your fingers. So, for example, I'm going to show you how I use mine. I have, first of all, I have different accounts, but this is my work account. So I know it's my work account because it has a little ninja there. And in my work account, I have turned on the bookmark bar. So when I turn on the bookmark bar right underneath the Omnibox, remember I told you this was called the Omnibox. Right below it, you'll see that you have the apps and then you have all of these space. Most people just put links there. So, your bank, I don't know, adults put, important things like that, or, the login to your office account or whatever. But if you understand how the bookmarks work, you understand that you can organize them and you can use folders with them. So, for example, if you look at mine, you'll see that I have all these different folders, and I have this is one of my jobs at Marisa. This is my other job at NMU. I also have projects that have me very involved. So I have the READS project, the NWDA project. For example, because this is something I do in the summer, I know that I could definitely grab it and push it forward, like something that I'm not going to use so often, so I can keep the priority towards the left. Um, I have, for example, if I have a presentation coming up, I can put things there that I'm going to need right away for the presentation. Um, I have a folder where I keep tools that I like to use, but I don't have anywhere else to connect to them. So let's think about, for example, tools that you would use: Instagram, Twitter. I don't know, TikTok. I don't know. If you are using them often and it's something that you go often to produce something, then you would have them handy. Um, and then I also have a personal one, so the bookmarks that I need for personal purposes. So anyway, so let's just you don't need to have too many because then that defeats the purpose. But you want to put them in the groups that are going to make you be more efficient. And if it ends up being that it's a lot of stuff, you can put folders inside folders. So, for example, if I showed you my Marisa one, I have a lot of projects that are important, but they I don't work on them every day. So I keep them there so that I have a quick access. So this is that's not you. This is you. So I have a folder where I have the files that I work for this project, and a direct link to the folder, but I also have links to the documents I use the most in that folder. So that saves me a little bit of time. Um, if I go to NMU, these would be from a teacher perspective. So I'm a professor at NMU. So what are the things as a professor that I need? I need quick access to Educat. I need access to my Google Classroom because I also use it with my students. I need access to my folder where I keep all my materials for my class. I need my NMU, my faculty services. You have student services, and you know that all of these tools have different login. I mean, it's the same account, but I have to log into each one of them. So that's why each one has their own link, and any other thing that I need for my NMU class, it will be there. So very simple process. There is a very simple process to get this done. Super, super simple. Step number one is make sure that you have it enabled so that your bookmark bar is on. So that to do that, you would go to the three dots, and then you go to bookmark, and then you go to show bookmark bar. And if you wanted to do it with a shortcut, it would be Shift Command B. And in a PC, it's probably Shift Control B. So once you do that, it turns it on. Here it is. And once it's on, you will see anything that you have put in the bookmark bar when you did your bookmarks. So when I'm in a place or a folder or a file that I want to access, so let's pretend this is the folder I use to work in projects when I'm working for you. So then all I have to do is grab the icon of the lock. I just grab it. You see how I have it? And then I put it in the right folder right there. So it's the same one as this. And I can move it from place to place. So it'll appear twice because I already had it. I just wanted you to see. So see, there it is. I don't need two. So I'm going to get rid of one. I can right click on the icon. I can delete it. So you can clean it up super easy. You can reorganize it. So if I want to put it lower or higher, depending on what is it that I am working on. So the thing that I need more often should be at the top. The thing that I don't need quite so much should be at the bottom. And that brings me to, being efficient with your organization. Folders definitely help in anything you're doing. If it's your Google Drive, if it's your email, if it's your bookmarks. So if you have been bookmarking things and just leaving them there, chances are you're not using the things you bookmarked because finding them is not as easy. So one thing that you might want to do is open your bookmarks by going to Bookmark Manager, and then taking a look at what is it that you have. Hopefully you don't have too much. I have quite a bit. I am a little bit of a hoarder, which is not good to admit, but I'm working on it. So once you open your bookmark manager, you will see to the left a quick navigation. Here's where you could create folders, create new folders. Right under where it says other bookmarks, you could create folders and drag the links you have there into different categories to keep your bookmark collection organized. I have a ton. I use them a lot. It is a great way to keep resources handy. So we're going to break down the process into simple steps. Number one, let's create the folder. So go anywhere on your bar and do a right click, and then you'll see your options, and you have add a page, add a folder. You want to do add a folder. So you put add a folder, and then it's going to ask for a name. Of course, this being your middle college, you would want to call it something that is going to be regarding that. You can call it school, you can call it NMU, you can call it whatever is going to be useful for you. I'm just going to pretend you, and I'm going to call it school. You can call it whatever you want. And then you click save. Now, when you first create it, you don't see it. You see how it went, because it went in the list, it went somewhere not necessarily where you wanted it. So you see how I went all the way to the bottom. I can just grab it and I can drag it, and depending on the importance it has for me, I can put it first, second. I tend to put the most important one towards the left, because as I add things to the bar, things that are further to the right disappear inside the this little gadget thing in the hidden ones. So if I add this one here, the last one, do you remember I had one that was for Seaborg? That one disappeared. So as I add things to here, things over here will disappear. So if I click there, you'll see that I have, oh, Seaborg didn't disappear, ACT disappeared. So the things that I have added to that disappear. So I put it at the front, and then I start thinking, okay, so what are the things that I need for school? For example, do you have a place that you always have to go to? So your classes, for example, for NMU. So for example, EduCat might be one thing that you want to put there. So I'm gonna type EduCat. I'll go to my EduCat account. You can dig deeper and you can go all the way to the class that you want to log into. But if you just bookmark this, it'll take you there no matter what, because it'll take you to your dashboard. So I'm going to grab the lock that is there, and I'm just going to put it inside school. You see, all I did is click and drag, let go, and now my dashboard is there. What else would be important? Perhaps you have a folder in your Google Drive that you have created for your classes. And if you haven't created one yet, I would strongly advise that you do right now. So I would go to my Google Drive. I would create an NMU folder or a school folder, some kind of folder, and then a folder for each one of my classes. Now, if I, for example, would put an NMU folder and put all my classes there, because I will have many classes. But as it happens, I teach only one class. So I only really need one folder, which is ED 483, and I put that one in there. So it depends on each one of you, whatever works best for you. You have to find whatever works best for you. So I would find that folder that I need, and I'm going to go to my drive, and if I have one already there, so let's go to, I have NMU. Where are you? Oh, this is the wrong account. Okay, so I don't have NMU in this one because this is my work one. But this is a copy of what I have in my other account. So let's pretend this is the one I want. And so all I'm going to do now is grab this and again put it here. So there it is. And I know that, okay, when I go here, I go to my EduCat. And so this doesn't say EduCat. So if I want to, I can edit and actually make it even better by saying exactly what it is. Because, for example, for me, it gets confusing because EduCat is one thing, but you know that, for example, that my NMU thingy is not the same. It's a different place. So my NMU, if I go to my NMU, and there it is, I can now grab this one and put it. Okay, so which one is going to be more important? Which one I'm going to use the most? EduCat is probably going to be the one that I use the most. The folder is probably going to be also visited very often. So I don't want to put my NMU, which I only need occasionally, at the top. So I'm going to put it below. So just like that, I'm starting to already organize and prioritize. What is it that I need more often? Goes to the top. Whatever I don't need so much goes to lower. And then everything I need that is I need super handy, I don't want to waste time trying to find things, is right there at 1 or 2 clicks. So that's exactly how it works for me. So Hopefully now you have a nice little task to organize your bookmarks, figure out what are the things that you need in order to be successful in your school, what things you need handy. So whatever works for you is the right way. If putting all of the school things in one doesn't work because there's too many, you can break them like each class. Like I have English here, math, of course, these are not your classes, but I'm just pretending. Um, However works for you, that's the right way to do it. This is a very personal thing. So you think about what's going to work best for you, and then you do it. And when you have done it, remember to send the screenshot to Megan. And if you are not used to using your screenshot, there are many ways in which you can do the screenshot. The PC computers use the snipping tool. So if you are using a PC, my recommendation is um, have that tool, again, very handy for you. So put it on your taskbar maybe, so that you can all the time use it without having to go and search for it in the search bar. So snipping tool, and now the snipping tool for the PC computers comes with a little more editing, which makes it a lot more useful. For the Macs is Shift Command 4 to select any area. So I would click, drag, and select, or Shift Shift Command 3 if I want to take a picture of the entire page. So what is it that you're going to show Megan is how you organized your bookmarks to make your access to things more efficient. So this is what I would do if I were you. I'd click on my folder to show Megan all of these. These are my categories. I'm just going to show you one folder. I'm going to take a picture. So I'm going to do the Shift Command 3, take a picture, and that's that. If I am using a Chromebook, with the Chromebooks, it's a little bit different. With the Chromebooks, the keyboard is different, and so it won't match whatever I have on my keyboard. So when you are on the Chromebooks, to take a screenshot is Shift Control and that icon, that the keyboard, the key that has the icon that looks like this, a square with lines on it. You'll be able to take the full screenshot, partial screenshot, or the Windows screenshot. Those are your options. And then you can also record your screen, which is kind of nice. And it'll be Shift Control, and again, the same thing, but in the menu, you will select the camera, like the video camera. So this is the camera, this is the video camera, and then you have again the full screen, a portion, or the window. So once you're done, once you're finished and you press stop or you took the picture, you're going to find those in your images folder or in your videos folder. Okay. Sorry this turned out to be so long. I will be better. I promise I will make them shorter.